What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, you guys? We are back again for a whole new season of Love After Lockup. First of all, the episode been up on the website, so this is why you getting it directly after it's over with. The episode is over with, and it's light outside. Baby, let's just get into it. We got a brand new bunch, and to be quite honest, this should be called the nigga version of, or I should say, let me scratch that, the black version of, the minority version of Love After Lockup, because it is a lot of color on here, okay? It is a lot of black skin, brown skins, and stuff like that. And I was just like, all right, I like the mixing up of what is going on this thing right about now. And so this is a new season. This is a new crop of people. So you have to bear with me, and we have to bear with one another as we get these people together, because we're not dealing with the same ones from last season. So we got a whole new set of people to learn. So if I misspeak on something, just one or two people correct it in the comments, whatever. Give me a couple of episodes so I can get everything together. You know what I'm saying? But we are back, baby. Okay, Love After Lockup, season 3, episode 1, Stairway to Heaven. So we start the episode off with Scott and Lindsay. I think her name is Lindsay. Yes, she 27. He 51 years old. And what I don't understand, what's going on with this whole situation is, his lip. His lip action. I don't understand what's going on. It looked like he was sucking on something, or he had a vacuum cleaner that was sucking on something on his lip, and it just suction cupped that bitch. Okay, I was confused about what was happening, or like he had an allergic reaction. I'm thinking that he cut himself. He out there in Mississippi. I'm thinking that he didn't cut himself with a razor or whatever. He didn't nicked it, and then it didn't swole up or whatever. That top lip, it was just looking infected like. Okay, and I said, Scott, why you on here trying to be a sugar daddy to this little girl? You need to go get that looked at. Okay, now see, I thought it was just a confessional. You know what I'm saying? Because in the confessional, it looked really red. It looked like, he tried to, shave his mustache, and he nicked himself a couple of times, and his lips kind of swole up from the little, nickage. You know what I'm saying? But when he was sitting down there with the little interior decorator that came through, it was still swollen. Like, it looked swollen, like, especially right here. It was distracting. But basically, he talking about how he met this girl, Lindsay, you know what I'm saying? She 27 years old, what she wanted to be done with the house, and, how much money he done spent on her. He done spent like $15,000-$20,000 on her already. She in jail still till this day. How we know? Because it was a little blurb in the middle of the episode where she talking about the virus and what's going on and how they treating it, and how they social distancing, and how things is kind of toxic in the prisons, and what they got to do. I said, so you doing all of this stuff for what? I thought the girl was finna get out. You know what I'm saying? And so, she had her little drug charge, and the the interior decorator, right? She was like, so you want all this stuff done, okay? So what does she have to do? What do she do for work or whatever? And she was like, Scott said, well, she actually is in prison, for drugs, whatever. She was like, oh, that's okay. It's legal now. He was like, no, it was meth. And I said, girl, meth. I said, the meth is a drug of choice these days. I just don't understand it, okay? Lizzie like, yeah, he be out here doing all this stuff for me, you know what I'm saying? Just taking care of me. He spent a little change on me here and there. I talked to a few people, whatever. But then I looked at him. He provides like emotional stability, financial stability. When my 9-year-old daughter needs something, he be taking care of her. He take care of my mama. He do this, he do that. I said, bitch, that's a sugar daddy. That is a sugar daddy. Scott, at the end of the day, I feel like Scott is getting played by Lindsay. Just her whole mannerism and everything. You know what I'm saying? You got into a car chase 100 miles per hour with meth up in there. Girl, you looking for sponsorship. You don't look like you're about to get out of prison anytime soon or whatever. And you just need to get your paper stacked up. Okay? Now, on the one hand, I get it. You know, if you stupid enough to get played, go ahead and get played like that. Meanwhile, we get into Jessica and Maurice out there in Las Vegas. This is the first interracial couple that we have. All right, black couple, a black man, of course, Maurice. But then again, it's some white people named Maurice. Baby, one of the dudes on here, his brother name was Cordell. I said, and he was native and white. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, as we get into it, hold on. There we go. As we get into it, you know, Maurice and Jessica. Girl, girl, girl. Camera messing up. Anyway, as we get into it, I don't know, when it be like this natural light coming in, whatever, it just do a little funny shit. But anyway, I got the new computer over here. A bitch just don't feel like setting the shit up, okay? Because that means I got to back up everything on here, and then I got to put it on. Girl, it's going to take a time. I'm probably going to do that this weekend, okay? So bear with me. But anyway, so Maurice and Jessica, they out there in Nevada, okay, Las Vegas. And you know, they've been together for 4.5 years, okay? She's white, he's black, you know, he's from Compton, she's from, you know, Nevada, and being that way, she's waiting on her man to get out of jail. He's getting out of jail in a couple of days or whatever. He's been up in there for burglary, you know, he's been in there for 9 years or whatever, and so she's at her parents' house and they talking about this, talking about that. And, you know, are you ready for this to happen? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Are you this? Are you that? And she like, I mean, I'm a little anxious, I'm a little nervous or whatever, but that's my boo. I think everything's gonna be good or whatever. But the daddy is like, you know, in his confessional, don't make it seem like we up here agreeing with what she's doing, okay? Because we don't. And Jessica keep on reiterating the fact that the family don't agree with her, okay? They don't agree with the way that she going about this, the fact that she with this man. And to be quite honest, I don't know, is it me or is it a little bit of tone? They probably don't like the fact that he black. Okay, was I the only one getting that tease a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Or it could be the fact, it could strictly be the fact that he's a felon, he's in jail. But I feel like the fact that he black and in jail, I think that's a double whammy that they weren't looking for, and they just trying to play it off for the cameras. But the daddy said, don't nobody want this shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we supporting this, because we don't. But, you know, Jessica gonna make her own decisions and stuff like that, and it is what it is at this time. You know, you give birth to kids or whatever, and you just hope that they come out and do the best thing that they need to do, and come to find out both their daughters didn't fucked up. Okay, that's basically what he said. Both the daughters did some BS. Okay, at this point in time, they got two daughters, Jessica and her sister. And her sister and Jessica, they have not been talking to each other for 4.5 years. She has been with Maurice for 4.5 years. The sister said, bitch, you gonna bring this felon up into our lives or whatever? You know, he's not a good influence for my daughter. So therefore, Bamos, bitch, we not gonna be talking no more, okay? We're not gonna be communicating or anything. Mind you, they live a couple of minutes away from each other. They live a few minutes away from each other, and you know, she was sitting outside her sister's house or whatever, and at one point she came outside, she was trying to hurry up and go past, and she was like, it is so funny how in almost 5 years we literally live minutes away from each other. We've never crossed each other's path. Okay, so that's probably was the first time that she didn't seen her sister in 5 years when she came out there to get that mail. You know, she was nervous and everything. I said, damn, Jessica, you let a nigga come between the relationship between you and your boo, okay, between you and your sister, I should say. But then again, like Jessica said, how does this affect your life, sister? Sister, how does this affect your life? It don't really, because that's what's going on with her. You know, but that's her sister, so she cares. She just don't, I don't know, maybe she a little jelly, you know, because she got her little, as she say, a little fine black man. Now let me tell you something. Why is it I don't want to be that person? Well, I'm about to go there, okay? Because Jessica, Jessica is a little homely, okay? Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And Maurice don't look like that's the type that he would probably go for, you know? And it'd be like, when niggas, or when black men finally go for a white woman or whatever, we see them, they be, unless they got money or whatever, it either be like this. When it be the dudes and the black dudes in the hood, they go for a white girl, or a black regular guy, they go for a white girl. She a homely white girl. She a plain white girl or whatever. But when it be like, you know, these celebrities like football players, basketball players, the niggas be ugly as hell, okay, facially challenged and all, and the white girls be bomb, okay, and I be like, damn, what's happening here? And I was just confused about everything that was going on with that. And I said, more power to you, Jessica. Jessica, she just nervous because her man getting out. And then, you know, she just wants this ceremony. She want to have a real ceremony, wedding ceremony when they get out. And, you know, the family is divided because they don't like the fact that she's going with this man. You know, even the daddy said, how come you couldn't just get somebody that works in a New York broker or something like that, banker or something, you know? I'm like, well, the heart wants what the heart wants, and I don't want to put out there that some race got to do with it, but you know, it's in the back of my mind, and I'm pretty sure it was in the back of yours too, but I probably would have felt the same. You know, I would have been a little iffy, like, you know, he been locked up for a while, and for burglary, what if he come up in our house and he be just casing the joint or whatever, and then all of a sudden something come up missing? You got to deal with that, okay? That's what you got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? So, she already then got married to Maurice when they was in prison. I think the second time that she went to go visit him, and so she won a real wedding this time. I said, girl, you done married this man. And the whole thing is, the parents also worried about the fact that they don't want their child to be getting played. That is the main thing as well. They don't want their child to be getting played. So they don't know if he's playing her or if he's 100% in love with her and if this is real. Girl, at this point, we don't know. We just gonna give a benefit of a doubt for right now. The only one that I truly feel like getting played is a couple of them I feel like getting played. The last dude that we're going to talk about, I feel like he getting played. I feel like Scott getting played with the sugar baby, okay? He getting played for sure. With the busted lip, the allergy lip, yeah, he getting played. He look like he probably got chlamydia on his lip. I don't know. He's something wrong with that lip. I need him to get that checked out. But anyway, moving on from that, we get John and Christiana, okay? So John is half white and half native Lakota Indian, you know what I'm saying? And he takes his spirituality and his nativeness very seriously, you know? And so he's getting on the phone talking to Christiana, who's in jail, you know, probably for drugs or some other stuff that she did. And then I think she had ran away from the she violated her probation, you know, at one point, because she ran away from the halfway house that she was once at, you know. So it's always drugs, it's always, you know, burglary or some shit like that they done did, you know. And so he said they was talking, met on a little website or whatever. They was talking. Mind you, Jessica and Maurice met on Plenty of Fish. I said, girl, Plenty of Fish? Now, I done been on Plenty of Fish before, and girl, bottom of the barrel. Anyway, no, let me stop. I'm not going to do that. But no. John met her on met her on a little prison website. You know, they get to talking or whatever, but they didn't officially become girlfriend and boyfriend too quick. You know, they recently became boyfriend and girlfriend, and they been doing that for the past 2-3 months, okay? And so, you know, he waiting for her to come out. She about to be released in a couple of days. She gets on the phone with him. Hey, babe. He was like, what's it doing? You know, hey, babe, how you doing? You know, listen, I'm up in this cage, man. I've been walking around up in circles. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I had 2 cups of coffee and everything. He was like, it ain't nothing really that you can do up in the little cage or whatever. He was like, you know, that's right. Listen, I can't wait to get out and suck your dick. I said, hold up. Me and John said, ooh. We gonna go there that quick. She was like, yes, you know, that's what's going down when we come out. My jaws is ready. You know, I said, oh, okay, Christiana, that's what you that's what you on. Meanwhile, we get into John's background a little bit, and come to find out, John done been, now see, John don't look, it be the ones that you don't think that can pull a girl, can pull a woman or whatever. Bitch, John said looks can be deceiving. It's charm, it's personality, it's everything else that I got to offer. Because I can pull a woman like that, okay? Baby, John done been married 4 times and engaged at least 2, 3 times, okay? I said, oh, I'm counting up the alimony and all the spousal support that you probably had to pay and the fines for the divorce and all this stuff. Then he have his brother come over, Cordell. I said, Cordell, a white man with a black name. Okay, well, a stereotype, well, a typically black name, Cordell. Okay, I said, interesting. So he come over and he basically, telling him, Christiana coming out and basically what I want to happen is I want you to help me build a little chapel on the truck. I'm going to have a bed back there too. We going to have a little honeymoon back there. As soon as Christiana get out of jail, I'm going to ask her to marry me, and then we going to get married right then and there. Or I'm going to take her to the place where we need to get married, to the truck or whatever, and we got to do this in like 30 minutes because it's 3 hours to the boarding house that she got to go, the halfway house that she got to go to. Meanwhile, the brother standing there looking like this. Now, he done told me about her recently. And now all of a sudden you want to get, like, the math ain't mathing right about now. Like, it's just too much. It's too soon. The brother just don't want to burst his bubble. He asking the questions that we need to be answered. But, it's just a lot that's going on. So he just obliging him, playing into it, helping him with his little project or whatever. Later on, John's 18-year-old daughter, Sapphire, come in there trying to see what's going on with him. And, look up her charges. This is the first time that he done told her about dating somebody. Girl, Sapphire done put her daddy's business all out there. Listen, my daddy be moving too fast all the time. You know what I'm saying? There was one time, one of his girlfriends, he got off Craigslist talking about he need a Christmas gift or whatever, and she answered, and they was just kicking it for a minute like that. I said, "Oh, you put your daddy shit out there? You just said your daddy a little bit desperate. That's what you basically trying to say. Your daddy act a little desperate. He moves too fast. She asking if y'all get married because he did say I'm gonna marry her. Is it gonna be a native wedding because she's Christian or whatever? And divorce is not allowed in the native marriage or whatever, so they got to figure all of that out. And then the daughter also said, so what if, she come through and she make you backslide and put you in a dangerous situation, in a situation that puts you back in jail? I said, wait a minute, back in jail? John, explain yourself, okay? While you over here playing with egos and making bark tree and all this stuff, tea and whatever, you just skipped over the fact that you was in jail. He said, no, let me just tell you this, okay? So I was in jail back in the day. I used to be a scammer, used to change the numbers on stuff or whatever. And that's how I used to do shit on checks and money and stuff like that. I used to change the numbers and stuff like that, okay? I went to jail for 10 years, got out in 2008. No, he went to jail for 12 years, got out in 2008. He's been free for 10 years or whatever. And he said he know enough that that's not going to make him backslide and everything. But that's something to think about. I said, girl, John gonna give us the time. I feel like he gonna give us the time and everything. I said, Lakota Indians, come get y'all natives, Lakota natives, come get y'all people, okay? Do y'all claim him? Do y'all claim him? No disrespect, because he is doing a lot. All right, then we get introduced to a black couple. Quayline or Quaylin, depending on which one of them says it, okay? Because Quayline said his name is Quayline, okay? Chevelle said his name is Quaylin. Okay, the family say it's Quaylin. You know what I'm saying? He say his name is Quayline. I said, first of all, y'all can't even agree on how to pronounce his goddamn name. We gonna call him Quay, okay? So Quay and Chevelle been talking for a minute, and Quay's story is pretty interesting a little bit. He's been in jail since he's been 17 years old. He's 29 at this moment. He's ended his jail sentence for, I think, burglary or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And he got a 12-year sentence. So now his sentence is coming to an end. And, he been talking to Chevelle for a minute now, a couple of years, okay? They love you. Oh, baby, I love you and all this stuff and all this. Chevelle is a single mother, with a daughter. And I said, girl, stuff like that makes me nervous. It's one thing to have kids, and it's another thing to bring a man around your daughter, even though the little boys get hurt too, but especially the girls or whatever, that makes me nervous a lot. That really do. And so, I don't, and it's messed up that you have to think that way. Okay. But, she at the dinner table with her cousin Demarc, Walter, her mama, the daughter, whatever. She was like, so how y'all feel about this whole situation? Basically, the mama broke it down. Okay. I really don't know what's going on with this, and I don't understand why you got to be with him, because he can be doing all this stuff for you while you up in prison. Like, what can he truly offer you when you get out? Okay, it's one thing to be in prison, in love, or whatever, but then it's another thing to be in the real world. He come out, he can hurt your heart, which means it's going to entail hurt that little girl heart, and which entails it's going to hurt my heart. I said, you better go down the line, okay? You know what I'm saying? The cousins really wasn't here for it, and everybody's just giving their opinions. And it's reasonable, it's understandable that they have their reservations. This man been in jail for 12 years. Like, he never lived with anybody. He's never lived with women, for that amount of time on his own. He's been in jail since he's been 17. He missed so much of his life or whatever, so they got to deal with that. He talking about how he was pissed off. I bet you was pissed off. Your whole life just went past, okay? I bet you thought that you could do something differently. You would, all right? So she get on the phone with him. He's supposed to be getting released in a couple of days or whatever. And, he talking to us, telling us, he can't wait to see Chevelle or whatever because, that's his boo and everything. And the issue is, his mom want him to stay down there in Texas with her. He want to go out there to Kansas with Chevelle. And so he told his mama that he was going to go out there to Texas. And so he gets on the phone with Chevelle and was like, my mama finna come out there. So, just talk to her, whatever, because I need you to do me a favor. Just talk to my mama. I said, What we not finna do is, we not about to have this stuff. No, you ain't finna just tell your mama to pop up at my house without asking me first, okay? That's what we not gonna do, And we already dealing. See, that just don't sound right to me at all, okay? We not gonna do that. Mama would have been standing outside the door until, I truly felt like letting her come in, okay? She don't even want to deal with the mama either, because the mama kind of look on the crazy side of whatever, And this whole, like, her mother wants her to be careful because they went through a period of time where, they had a little record deal and they got taken advantage of, and, $15,000 was taken away from them and all this stuff. And then you dealing with this whole thing with this man. It's just like, what is going on, girl? Quay, I don't know. But I honestly, it's going to be hard because, listen, this man been in jail for 12 years and, to come home and try to be with just one woman, like, I don't see it trying to be in just one particular relationship. It just don't feel like it's going to work to me. You know what I'm saying? He going to cheat. I can just see it, like, he gonna be in an abundance in the sea of puss, okay, a sea of puss, and you ain't gonna be the only one in the sea, baby, okay, it's gonna be a school of it, and he gonna be like, your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, okay, that's what he's gonna be like, girl, you setting yourself up, okay, for failure, whatever. I don't get it. It's gonna be another Michael situation, okay? He giving me that type of tease, but they might just pull through, fuck around and pull through. Then we get Sean and Destiny. So we had Scott and Lindsay. We had Maurice and Jessica. We had Quaylen and what's her face? Quaylen and Chevelle. It was another one that I missed. Did I miss John and Christiana? And now we got Sean and goddamn Destiny. Now, see, this is the one that's we know for sure is getting played. But then again, it might turn out that she not. But she sound like she playing him. First of all, they've been talking for 9 months or so. He's 45 years old. This man has 6 children by the mother of his child that he's been in a relationship on and off with for 22 years. Okay, you got 6 kids. Now listen to this. Listen to why I'm saying this. 6 kids. 6 kids. And you have given $35,000 to an inmate that you have never met yet. Over a period of 9 months to a year that you've been talking to this girl. Not even a full year, just 9 months. He at work and his boss is telling him, girl, nigga, I think you're getting played. You're getting played, okay? That is what's happening. You're getting played. You're getting played. Catfished and all, okay? You never met her. You know, something gonna happen to you. You know, it's just not gonna work, okay? She calls him on the phone talking about listen, babe, why you ain't answer the phone? First of all, I've been calling you. Okay, babe, I didn't know. You know, maybe I missed the call or whatever. But anyway, my release date about to be pushed up, but I can't even get out until, you know, you got to go down there to the bondsman, the bail's bondsman or whatever, and bail me out. Is this going to cost me money? Yeah, it's going to cost you money. Go ahead and go down there. I mean, for real, you got to do this for me. It's just like a down payment on our relationship. I said, what? A down payment on our relationship. I said, Sean, you are a fool, okay? I am not spending money on somebody that I have never met. I have never met. Like, if we FaceTime or whatever and we got a relationship like that, maybe I send you a couple of dollars here and there. You send me a couple of dollars when you need to go get you something to eat or whatever. But you've never seen this girl in person. You never seen her on a video chat. You never been down to the prison to meet her. You don't even know if she's sending you the pictures of her. And then the excuse that she said is because, you know, she gained a little weight or whatever. So that's why. Baby, go back to John when John daughter sat down there and pulled up Christiana page and found all her charges and felonies this, felony that, like she been having charges since she was a kid. Okay, same thing with goddamn Destiny, you know. So he goes down to the bail's bondsman, and you know he pulls up all her arrest records. Like she just been having so many charges against her. And you got to put $5,000 down because the thing is $50,000, okay? And he can be held in contempt for that $50,000 if she fails to show up in court. You know what I'm saying? For the full 50, and then the $5,000 is non-refundable too. I said, oh my goodness. And of course he gonna do it. He gonna do it. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my gosh, Sean, you have 6 kids. That's $35,000 plus $5,000. That's $40,000 right there that you could have spent on your kids to get them braces, to get them bikes, to get them school supplies, to get them clothes, to make sure they're all the way fed, you know, extra stuff, okay? That all could have went to your kids. I hope your kids are really well paid, made up, you know, taken care of and all this, because ain't no way in hell. Ain't no 6 kids and you putting all this money on some bitch that you ain't never seen before. Baby, no. But anyway, Sean is getting taken advantage of, and I don't care who don't believe it, but that's what it is. That is Love After Lockup. If I missed anything, expound on it in the comments. We are going to have a good time on this, okay? This was just an introduction to a few people. I cannot wait until the old black man get up there. When he was sitting up in that royal blue shirt, that royal blue suit, I should say, waiting for his boo to get out of jail. And he was sitting there with them goddamn binoculars. What was he? Girl, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I just feel like they are about to give us a time. They got to make up for a couple of the season, well, a couple of the couples that was on last season that was a little dull. Like, what's our girl name in Lamondre? They shouldn't even put them on there, okay? Like, come on. But anyway, you guys tell me how you felt about this first season opening of Love After Lockup. We are back. We are back. We are back. Okay, and I will see you guys later. Peace.